Okay. Ooh, okay, some health, so there's gonna be some fighting coming up.
Does appear that way.
Cool. Okay. Let's see if I can stealth a little better. Nothing still. Okay.
Intruder! Get her! To me!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Didn't give you the option for stealth this time, I don't think.
Yep. Let's do some proximities. Let's just go ahead. Oh, I could do lots of hard ones. See a better way I could do this because okay.
I feel like your multiple arrows doesn't work on humans.
Just big guys.
Yeah,
I think if I had 3 on this bow, I got a headshot. I think maybe.
It always seems like it doesn't do that much.
There we go.
Okay.
Tom Page.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this, and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Okay, so he's gonna work on it and then take the euthanasia.
I didn't take any damage.
Because we were just hiding in a room and putting bombs in there so they couldn't get to you.
Well, that was the best option.
I know.
Door's locked over there. So I wonder what Elysium is. I wonder maybe that's the bunker?
They said it was. They said it was where they all go after.
No, I meant the bunker.
Oh, like where
over
it is?
Here, this bunker.
Yeah.
Got. Okay, the.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Souvet? Christina Souvet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. but for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
I want
Okay.
a list of each of the subcategories of Gaia. You know, Artemis is like the animal one, Poseidon's probably like the ocean, and you know, Apollo is like the knowledge.
Well, then Hades should be like fire or destruction or something. Going off like that.
Trash.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. A bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Okay.
Well, I feel like the extinction isn't natural for why it's happening. So
I mean, yeah, the machines aren't natural.
yeah.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Oops. Probably could have taken that one guy's fire starter.
No, you wanted to stay in the back.
Did we get everything? Yeah.
Seems like it.
All this Zero Dawn's talk making me hungry.
What? Why?
I'm just hungry.
Me too.
Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Oh, it needs one too.
Will I find a power cell here? This is the perfect
There's
place.
a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Okay, what's this one?
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so it goes backwards.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's
Yeah, you already said
incompetence,
that. I
okay?
don't need to say it again.
Somehow,
Okay, so data shows required setting for nearby hallways. Okay, so it's right, down, right, up, left. Right, down, right, up, left. Or is she just referring to these ones here that are broken?
Maybe.
God damn it. I wonder, is the spire the emitter?
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Build the transmission arrays?
Broadcast them, shutting down the fair. The spire has to be the emitter for shutting down the ferrobots. I'm missing one, but that's the code nexus problem. So, okay, so I gotta restore power. Up. How do I get up? Okay. No. Here? No. What the fuck? Huh. Where do I get up at? Well, so I'll just jump until she hangs on to something.
She's not gonna hang on to something random.
can always, well, you can't usually see the outline of what you're supposed to climb, so you jump until you find it. I don't know why it'd be back out here. Oh, right here, okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's the way up. Pick up what? What am I picking?
Found one. Looks intact.
Mid. Okay, I see.
Seems like a power cell wasn't in here.
That should do the trick.
Okay.
Now
This one's back.
Let's get
Down,
that door open.
down, right, up, left, down. Down, right,
Up,
left.
down.
What option would you pick? Would you work on Zero Dawn?
I don't know. I guess.
You guess. You rather die? Well, I just say it's not. What's that? Or backwards, as in it needs to be this way.
Oh,
So
maybe.
is it up, up, left, down, right, up, going this way? I would work on it. No. What the fuck?
I guess just try to do normal. Well, I know those are the emitters, so maybe just the one you got was supposed to be backwards.
Which one was that? That
I
one?
think so.
So up, left, up. Right, up. No.
I have no idea.
What is this puzzle?
I don't know.
What is the H emitter? I don't know what the H
Those
emitter
are the
is.
emitters.
Okay, so he's told them all backwards.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what it seems like.
down, right, up, left, down. And that's what I did. Well, if we try to do it completely backwards. So down, right, up, left, down. Down, right, up, left.
That did
There
it.
you go.
Door should have power.
So it's
Now
going
to
back.
see what lies beyond it.
Central projects. Okay.
But what are they doing to work on it, though? That's what I'm wondering now.
Creating the AIs and compiling all the data.
How
and
do
shit.
they know how to do that?
Because they're from the future. What do you mean? They're smart
I think just
scientists.
all the random people they chose know how to do
What do you mean?
that? What are they doing?
Who?
The people that they chose to work on the project.
Depends on what their expertise is. If it's the Pharaoh guy that they got, then he's working on the AI shit. If it's the art history, she's working on compiling all the art history data.
Yes.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Whoa, it's music. Calm down.
What was that?
Shit. Hit the wall right in front of me.
What's that?
Well, I think that's pretty much impossible, so.
Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operating. Stairway to the.
3.
What? Okay, that literally went straight through his head, but I guess not.
Lost it. Whoa,
What? What the
that?
fuck was that?
Get out there and look, brothers.
Okay, why did she go for the guy in front of him?
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
There you go. Oh, there's more.
Where'd all these guys come from?
Okay, these guys just slipped in.
Yeah.
Time for some fire resist.
Oh my god.
That's the last of them.
Repeat.
Or not.
What?
Come on, brothers. Let's go. Bleed for the shadow. Farewell. Fear the
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Why do they think Gaia's here though?
I think because that's her symbol up there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. Well, I
And
don't
they were
think
working
she's-
on Gaia here, so.
Yeah, but they finished her, didn't they?
Or, I think they're just looking for information on Gaia.
I know.
Should have brought a cart.
5 slag shine. I don't need 5 slag shine. 5 health potions. Jesus.
What the hell? Why do they think you have no health?
You're supposed to probably be like level 3 when you come here.
True. Like
But I'm level
18.
52 and I still have issues with these guys. So, well, only one way to go, right?
Think so.
Unless I can get up there somehow. But I think that's
I don't think so.
that's where I'm supposed to be going.
Yeah.
It looks like those are maybe each room dedicated to something.
Maybe.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So,
Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Probably because people were hunting them.
Yeah.
Or Hades hacked into the frame.
About Hades. No, but that's why so many of them look like animals. Because that's what she's working with.
I'm guessing if I click this, it'll just be the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, full steam ahead from Elizabeth Sobek. I'm guessing these are going to be around here also. To Margot Shin. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrapped silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AIM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to the comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Iamide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Festus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers. Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. So Minerva's the spire then, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So Hephaestus is to make the robots. Minerva is to transmit the
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
I'm supposed to go that way. That's the Artemis symbol, I think. So Hades must have got in there somewhere, but what is Hades? Simulation results. From Margot to Elizabeth. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind, as though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in the century or two to see what she makes. Yeah, so they're referring to like the thunder jaws and shit. Well, it says I'm missing 2 text data, but I'm guessing they'll be somewhere.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge.
Thank you, Margot Shin. You can shut the fuck up.
That's a little harsh, don't you think?
It's a video game.
And she's dead.
Yeah.
She's been dead for like 900 years.
Yeah. If they're dead, then you can call them a bitch and tell them to shut up.
Well, I wasn't really saying that, but I mean, she's never gonna know.
Shit in there.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Oh, okay, you can't shoot for that. Really? We're just bypassing that? Okay.
I guess so.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Well, I don't think that's been released yet.
Yeah.
I think all that will take place once Minerva transmits the codes to shut down the Faro robots. Encapsulated DNA. So Abaji is the person that talked to Druggy Guy place. To Sobek. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum, even the Eternity tech that Faro was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in an allocated space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize. Of course, to start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much ado. Until next time, peace be with you. Okay. Dropping down. Another one here. Apollo update. Okay, we're up. We're good. From Abaji to Sobek, Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continue to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. The attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing with children and adolescents, demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia persona. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining.
Aspasia.
Aristotle. Okay, now I gotta take care of these bitches. See if I can eat a rock in here to get his attention. See if he actually cares. The answer is no. He does not give a shit. Now he's just alerted. And he's not doing anything. Okay. Great, thanks. Thank you. Can I pistol you or something? Nope. I guess he gets to die. Cover everything up, yeah. Okay, who's next? Get up. Got him. The guy die over there. Oh.
She went that way.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Are you guys having a profound conversation right now?
I guess they would be the humans that are reborn, but I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because if the Pharaoh bots consumed all the biomass, then yeah, there would be no humans left. But yeah, I guess why are they here? But they're so dumb. It's always 24, I feel like.
Sometimes it's 12.
Yeah. Go up. She doesn't want to climb all the way up.
What, really?
Yeah. Nope. She doesn't want to do it. Nope, she refuses.
Okay.
It was there.
Seemed like the ladder was too high up for her to go. Why? Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bad day for one of us.
Shit, this one goes too.
Get ready for the shadow.
That's the last of them. On once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Let me go this way. So let's not go this way.
There's a collectible.
Yeah.
What is it scanning?
Archive stack error code lines. This here. Apollo Archive. But these are all the archives.
Yeah.
Guess there's just random shit around that you can scan sometimes.
Guess so.
Yeah, Apollo Archive 200.
Okay. Well, it seems like there's just that one collectible in here.
Archive 300. Oh, those were the big ones. So. Harris testimonial.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry. and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Nothing to say, Aloy? He's talking to you.
You did your best. Huh. Shit.
Not that.
Oh god. Oh god. Please. Please no. Now
Oh,
she
what?
wants to do it.
What the fuck?
Anything? No.
That's weird.
We all up on collectibles, doing good. Got Harris's testimonial. Yep, not missing anything. It's weird. We're missing like we're missing the first one.
Yeah.
What would that first one be?
You must have missed it in like the very first ruins. But you went back there, so that wouldn't make sense. I don't know.
Hope I'm not missing the power cell.
Maybe it's somewhere in the more of the bunker.
Oh, it wouldn't be here, would it? No.
No. I don't think there's anything else.
Okay.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I mean, maybe he wants to eradicate you because he knows that you...
have the power to stop him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, it's really weird how it seems like he's gone rogue, maybe? Or is he simply just trying to do what he's
I guess
supposed to do?
maybe if he got into the Pharaoh Titan, maybe that's kind of messing it
Corrupting
up.
him, maybe.
Noise complaints. From same dude to Sobek. Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore, anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore straight up lying. And you know what, old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Cantarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds, hand to God and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Now that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind. some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no bashcore you'll see or hear, rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool, Travis.
Okay, Travis. Yes, we get it. You were so edgy.
Hades protocol. Tate here just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 20 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky, I swear. Ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. These blue are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll be back to it tomorrow. So is Gaia in the
Nora place?
Yeah. So,
yeah, because they call it the All-Mother.
Yeah, so Gaia's the All-Mother, and it battled the metal devil Hades. So because they were probably either
maybe he was trying to like use the metal devil to like extinct everything. I don't know what he's trying to do. That's all. Because I feel like if he wanted to just like destroy everything, then he would. But he's not really doing that.
Well, it seems like maybe Hades is trying to reset it so that Gaia can redo it. But then Gaia was like, no.
Maybe.
But then Aloy was born somehow.
I don't know. Really weird.
Archive abuse from Ibaji to Sobek. Mr. Tate, this mail...
it said to Travis, and then Sobek also can read it.
This mail concerns Apollo Archive submission 000023876. Your 666th submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 accounts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heaps of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved, extreme perhaps, but art, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself. The definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to similarly reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway.
Okay, I don't care. Okay, onwards then?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the only way onwards.